Alright, what's going on, you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Crypto Convo, series where we cover exciting news and price action in the land of cryptocurrencies and crypto related stocks. You guys, very exciting day for the crypto sector, as many of you already know. A lot of exciting price action as well. So I am always stoked to talk some green with you guys. Let's just get straight into this one. As always, we'll quickly go over each topic we're going to be discussing and then we'll dive into each one individually. Going to be nice and quick because we are going to be spending the far majority of this video on TradingView, talking price action, talking price targets, and talking technical analysis on the following names in this order on the watch list, as you can see right. Kicking it off with the king himself, Bitcoin. Of course, Bitcoin crossing all-time highs today, breaking 48K, sitting at 48K right now. It looks like as we're making this video, we might set even another all-time high. So looking very, very promising right here. Of course, many of you know, if you've been watching the crypto combos over the past week or so, now that Bitcoin has broken out of this wedge formation, I think it's very likely we see an 80K Bitcoin. So we'll talk about that a little more once we dive into the charts. And then, of course, we will be touching on some Bitcoin-related stocks. No more cryptos today, you guys. There is a lot of exciting price action there, but in my personal opinion, I know a lot of you guys think so as well, the crypto-related stock plays is where the real action is at. So we will kick it off with our favorite Bitcoin miners, some of our favorite stocks in the market around here on this channel. Riot Blockchain, Marathon Patent Group, both doing well today. I will say right off the bat, I'm personally a little more bullish on Mara, which is pretty rare considering Riot is my day one. Riot is my OG, but Marathon Patent Group is looking very, very nice to me right now. I'll explain why that is, of course. We will then move to my favorite blockchain play that finally saw some volume, finally saw some exciting price action today, and I think it's only the beginning for this one. I think this one has yet to really pop. So Xnet, Xnet is a very exciting play for me, and yeah, I have some exciting price targets, and excited to talk about that one as well. Close it out with my favorite stock play at this moment in time. It is over the counter, so I do not trade options. This is solely a stock position, but did me very well today, and I'm very excited to see where this one goes because I still think this one has a lot of upside potential on a very short-term time horizon, and that is CurrencyWorks, or ticker symbol CWRK. Again, you guys, it's like a $15 million company, tiny market cap, which makes it that much more exciting. But it is OTC, so you'd have to use like TD Ameritrade, whatever other I use CD, but I don't know what other brokerages. I'm sure there's others that offer OTC trades as well. Anyway, that is that. Once we talk some price action, we will then move to a word from our sponsors. We love these guys, you guys, the Waves family. Please support our friends over at BlockFi. I love this company, been a fan and user of them for a long time. Have your cryptocurrency, have your Bitcoin, Ethereum work for you, earn interest on it, and it's a double-edged sort of investment. I think it's honestly almost irresponsible. I'll say foolish to not have your crypto if you have at least some of it in BlockFi, because again, it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged investment. You're an interest on your crypto and on top of the investment. So we'll talk about that at the end once again, but I would appreciate it if you guys did stick around for that. Before we dive into the charts, as always, I will also ask you to please give the video a like if you do go on to gain value from it today, or if you're trading or invested in any of the names we're going to be talking about today. I know many of you are, and I hope if you're not, that you consider getting involved with some of these names because it's still only just the beginning, in my opinion. Subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, want to catch more content like this, I would really appreciate it if you guys stuck around, always covering revolutionary industries, not just crypto, biotechs, EVs. There's so many exciting things going on in the world. And yeah, we're covering it on this channel. Do my best to upload 5 videos a week. So join the Waves fam, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, please. And of course, check out my daily complete portfolio daily newsletter. I'm sorry, you guys, this is the third video I'm recording today, so my voice is going to sound a little raspy. I'm going to be a little choppy, so forgive me for that. But check out my complete portfolio daily newsletter. First link in the description if you are interested in a complete breakdown of my entire portfolio that I do update every single trading day during market hours, all call options, put options, stock positions, cryptocurrency portfolio, of course. And along with each update, I do update that once again every trading day during market hours. Along with every update, I send out a pretty comprehensive newsletter explaining my thoughts, rationalizing my trades, letting you guys know why I'm trading the way I'm trading, just to hopefully give you guys some insight as to how I'm trading as a very fortunately successful trader lately. So $15 a month if you guys are interested. First link down in the description. Really appreciate it if you check it out. If not, though, no worries at all. Let's get into some of this exciting price action. So again, Bitcoin, we've been following it. Bitcoin printed pretty much a pretty beautiful bull flag right here, beginning back in mid-December when we really saw this parabolic rally. So you see this parabolic rally, really nice move up, followed by this nice wedge pattern right here as well. And once we broke out of this wedge, once we technically broke out on the 5th of February, So just about a week ago, it was very, very clear to me that we'd ultimately see a move up to test the line of resistance on this overall uptrend. Again, beginning December, mid-December, you get this other touch point, Bitcoin's previous high at the beginning of January, just about a month later. And then it would only make sense to me, because there's so much fundamental momentum behind Bitcoin with the Tesla news. Other public companies, other institutions are going to want to pick up Bitcoin after this, because again, it's that fundamental catalyst that really lit the fire under Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency sector was this Tesla news. So it only makes sense to me that Bitcoin at some point in time happens to test this line of resistance on what I'll call the medium-term uptrend. Not super long-term uptrend, but definitely kind of this medium-term uptrend, once again, beginning in mid-December. And if we hit it right here, I'm not saying we're going to hit it here or not. If we hit it on like March 1st, just an easy area to drop price target, that would take us to $83,000. Say we hit it sooner. Say we really see some parabolic price action. February 20th would be $76,000. But in all honesty, I think that this would be, unless we break out, of course, unless we break this trend line, because this is a very significant trend line. If we break it, then we could see significantly higher levels. If not, if we do happen to use this as a line of resistance, which I'm personally betting on, I'm expecting that to happen, then be cautious, you guys, because that's probably once we'll see a pullback, if we do see it like reverse once we use this line of resistance. Okay, so of course, very good news for Bitcoin. Got to kick it off with the king, because that really sets the ground, that sets the framework for a lot of these Bitcoin-related stocks, crypto-related stocks, and the crypto sector as a whole. So that is Bitcoin. Let's move on to Riot Blockchain. Riot Blockchain, killing it today, crushing it. Riot is in a technical breakout. It did break this pattern that I thought was going to be used as a significant line of resistance, which it did. It did use this as resistance, but it did technically break out. Riot is in a technical breakout, and I'm expecting higher levels for Riot. You guys know that. I said it in the video at the beginning of the new year when I made that video covering Riot Blockchain and Marathon Patent Group. Even though they had appreciated so much, number one stock of 2020, number one stock of 2021, although it's already appreciated so significantly. We were talking about Riot when it was like $2, you guys. Now it's at 40. I think it could get to 100. And I don't know when that's going to happen. It's tough to tell. Again, now that we're in blue sky territory, we could break out the Fibonacci's, but I'm not going to do that right now. 45, 46, Riot has broken its all-time highs. I believe Riot's all-time high back in 2017 was $45. Again, both Riot Blockchain, Marathon Patent Group, far more competent companies from a fundamental perspective. They're scaling their operations. They're accumulating more mining machines. The more mining machines you have, the more Bitcoin you can mine. Bitcoin's going up. You're mining more Bitcoin. You're getting paid more. Very, very obvious trade right here. And Riot still is sitting at a fairly modest market cap of $2.9 billion. I believe Mars a little higher, especially after today's price action. But Riot, a little more skeptical about Riot, because Riot does play catch up. Riot and Mars do tend to play catch up. I wouldn't be surprised if Riot goes to $50, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we happen to see maybe a short-term pullback in Riot. Again, on the downside, I'd be comfortable buying Riot around this area at $32, or say we hit it February 22nd, 23rd, just the end of where this trend line is drawn at the moment, $34. Just keep an eye on these long-term trend lines, you guys, because they will come into play if we do happen to see a pullback. But because, again, Riot is in a technical breakout, I personally bought a little bit more Riot earlier today, accumulated a little higher stakes position for me personally, but because I see so much potential for Riot in the short term, especially considering, again, Bitcoin, I do think could go to 80K maybe by the end of the month. Obviously, if we see an $80,000 Bitcoin, maybe we see a $100, a three-digit Riot. And that's the same thing goes for Mara, okay? Because, again, these two really tend to play a game of catch-up with each other. So that is Riot, you guys. Let's go on to Mara. Mara, the reason I like it more at this moment is because it's a lot easier to read on the charts, because it still hasn't tested this top line of resistance. So similar to Riot, again, as we've been saying, Mara is a little more volatile version of Riot. And that's because the ascending channel, Riot was following a little more textbook of an ascending channel. Mara's ascending channel is really like, is almost like a right angle. Like Riot's is a nice kind of like megaphone channel, but Mara's is a little more right angle, which is good. But it will mean it's a little more volatile of a stock from a technical perspective, okay? So Mara, again, this is a super simple trade in my eyes. I just realized that we're on the daily. Should go back to the 4 hour. So sorry guys, started with the daily on Bitcoin, but the 4 hour for all these stocks definitely works better. Okay, so again, Mara still beginning in mid-November when it really started this uptrend, and you could actually, in all honesty, you could do this, which would make Mara way more bullish. I don't feel comfortable doing that. You know what? Maybe I do feel comfortable doing that. So that's going to be my absolute. That is, you know, yeah, it's going to be my. That's actually going to be using this initial high right here from this rally. This initial high over here. You could use this one, but I'm just going to use this one anyway. I think that's possible too, in all honesty. I think it's possible. So that's going to be the red one. Let's copy paste this real quick. Bring this down here. Make this guy yellow because that's what I do for the mid price targets. Conservative price target, which is where I do think we'll definitely see some resistance prior to breaking out. I think we could definitely break out, but I think we will see some resistance around this trend line. Say we hit it at the end of next week, which would be the 19th. That would take us to a $48 marathon patent group. All right, we could hit a lot sooner. Say we hit it by the end of this week, by tomorrow. That'd be $45, $46, okay? So that is still a significant move up considering we are at $37 right now. It's a very nice move up. And I do think that once we hit this trend line, we will see some resistance. But because I remain bullish on Bitcoin, I do think it's very likely that we ultimately break out of this one and then go on to test, again, this ultimate shorter term line of resistance on the short term uptrend. And if we hit that by, say, let's just do March 1st as a conservative estimate because that's where we were for Bitcoin. If we hit that by March 1st, that would be, come on, man. March 1st, that would be a $76 marathon patent group. So, again, you guys, it wouldn't surprise me to see that. If we see this on Mara, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see a very similar price target for Riot. Maybe Riot hits like $80. But again, these two always act in somewhat unison. It doesn't make perfect sense, but I get why the market dictates that to be. It doesn't make fundamental sense, but the market isn't very fundamentally driven right now. I think we can all agree with that as well. So, ultimate price target for Mara, if we hit it by March 1st, $77. Just a nice 7-7, lucky numbers. But short term, I think we could easily hit like $47, okay? So moving on to Xnet, again, finally seeing some volume on Xnet, almost coming up to test this the line of resistance on this medium-term uptrend beginning here. Been calling this since over here. Once it broke, I was actually calling for this since Xnet broke out of this descending triangle. Very, very extreme descending triangle. Less of a descending triangle, more of the two-wave theory pattern that I've patented. I've copyrighted myself, definitely haven't, but I don't think anyone else is saying that goofy thing. So two-wave pattern. This is truly the second wave. You always it was very obvious to me that this was going to happen, in all honesty. You see the first wave, parabolic price action. You see the bubble pop, capitulate, gain some strength, gain some steam, and this is like the best looking thing ever right here, just gaining strength, slowly gaining volume. And then we saw Bitcoin break out. Obviously, that was the catalyst for Xnet and all these other cryptocurrency related stocks breaking out almost today. Almost came up to test this line of resistance. So tomorrow, I would expect Xnet to actually come up and actually test this. If Xnet breaks out of this, Xnet will be in a technical breakout. And keep in mind, you guys, Xnet's previous high from 2017 was, I believe, $25 or $26. So it would not surprise me at all, considering there's so many eyes on blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, etc. Xnet is a very exciting play in the sector. It saw the excitement back in 2017. It's also a far more competent company than it was in 2017. So I wouldn't be surprised to see at least a double-digit Xnet. And yeah, but keep a close eye on this, you guys. As always, I recommend you guys draw these lines on your own charts, just because you need to keep a close eye on them as well. I'm not always going to be here, so learn it for yourself. Not just learn it for yourself, but actually execute on it and act on your own time. Okay, so Xnet, again, short term, maybe tomorrow price target $8. But again, if we break out of this, we will be in a technical breakout, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a double-digit Xnet in the near future. CurrencyWorks, again, a play I really like in this sector. So I really like this. I loved this, and I accumulated a lot of CWRK when this happened. So saw CWRK just the other day, February 10th. This was yesterday as I'm recording this. February 10th came up to about $1.50, and then came down to a low in that same day of 86 cents. So I was almost like, that's like a 50% correction from the high. Not quite, like a 40% correction from the high to the low in just this 4-hour candle, which is crazy. But when it came down here, I was like, heck yeah, I'm definitely buying more CWRK. Again, shout out to the Discord group in that one. Definitely told you guys when I did that. So, again, CWRK came way down here. Super exciting around there. And picked some up because it was obvious to me with everything else doing really well. I was like, why isn't CWRK doing well? It's only like these are definitely going to play catch up. Same applied with Xnet a few days ago when we talked about it. Riot and Mar were doing good. Xnet was down. Definitely buying some Xnet. So, again, you guys, just look for the lose, just look for the undervalued, just underappreciated is a better word to use, underappreciated plays in sectors when a sector is hot, okay? So CWRK is a very simple, kind of similar to Xnet, the two-wave theory. You see this wave, parabolic move up, bubble, beautiful bull flag out here, beautiful, like textbook bull flag. Been saying it for the past like week or so. Textbook bull flag playing out again. The parabolic price action, which creates a flag pull, descending triangle is the flag itself. Broke out like textbook. This is a textbook bull flag breakout. Once it broke out, I knew it was only a matter of time before we ultimately went on to test. Haven't tested it yet, but ultimately before we go on to test the line of resistance on this this medium-term uptrend beginning at the beginning of December. Again, December 4th touch point. You got a January 4th, exactly a month later touch point. That's nice. And I expect this to come into play again. This is obviously the line of resistance on the medium-term uptrend. And say we hit it February 22nd. Let's just do it by the end of next week just to make it easy. That would be a $2.27, I'm sorry, CWRK, which is over 2x from where we're at right now, which is very, very exciting. Okay, so we'll call it there, you guys. Again, let's take a look at BlockFi. Please let me know down below what your favorite play of these is, what you're most bullish on of the stocks that we talked about today. And yeah, BlockFi, with a BlockFi interest account, your cryptocurrency can earn up to 8.6 APY. Interest accrues daily and is paid monthly. There are no hidden fees, no minimum balances, and no reason to wait. You guys, I was so pumped up when BlockFi hit me out. I did make that individual video on BlockFi. They have a super sick crypto card where you get Bitcoin back on purchases, the first of its kind, beautiful metal black card. So BlockFi is not only doing cool things here, they have lending, they have loans. Like, it's such a, this is one of the companies that's going to last for generations. Okay, that's why I'm so pumped to be their partner. So just for an example right here, this is the calculator. So say you put your BTC in here, which is what I do personally. Bitcoin, you have one Bitcoin in for 10 years, you will accrue $38,000 in interest over the 10 years with Bitcoin's current price. So keep in mind, that's just with Bitcoin's current price. Say Bitcoin over 10 years hits $1 million, this number is going to be significantly greater. So that's why in the beginning I said it's a double-edged sword. You obviously get your Bitcoin itself as an investment appreciating, but then on top of that, you get up to 8.6 annualized I'm blanking on what that means. That's so whack of me to forget what that means right now. But annualized percentage yield, there we go. So anyway, you guys get that up to 8.6. I think Bitcoin is like 6% or something like that. But like if you use like GUSD or USDC, some of these other stable coins, you get up to 8.6 APY. And again, in my mind, it's just a no-brainer. I keep the majority of my physical Bitcoin in BlockFi because again, I feel like it's irresponsible. Why would I just have my Bitcoin in a wallet right now when I can have it making even more money for me, which compounds over time? So blockfi.com/Royce, we got our own domain. It's going to be one of the first links in the description. So check them out, you guys. Again, show our partners some love around here. We're super stoked to be working with them. And again, I would not be talking to you guys about this if it wasn't a super cool product, in my opinion. So again, check them out. You do get up to a $250 crypto bonus, obviously depending on how much you deposit into the account when you use the link down below. So please check them out. Again, really appreciate it if you guys do. And again, let me know down in the comments. I want to see what you guys are thinking. What your single favorite play, per usual, of the stocks that we talked about today is. So Riot, Mara, Xnet, CWRK, what do you like the most? Or if it's a crypto play. Wow, the sun is shining like perfectly right here. Look at those beautiful beams of light. Okay, so on the waves, man. It's good for the brand. Okay, so again, always love talking shop with you guys in the comments down below. Most importantly, always love learning from you guys. So Waves fam, I will catch you downstairs in the comment section. Until next time, let's just enjoy this beautiful sunlight for another minute. Until next time, always remember, take action. Make waves. Whoop. Peace. All right, see you guys.